Well, hello. I've been depressed and I wasn't posting, but you know what? I'm getting back on my shit and we're posting, you guys. Okay. So we're gonna focus on the singles today, and it's gonna be fantastic. I like to consider myself Yeehaw Bruja, aka I'm a little hick with my spirituality. Just saged the piles with my vape. That's how you know it's right. All right. So this is for my singles. If you're taking, I guess you could choose the pile too. It'd be a little weird for you though. I'm not sure how you'd even relate at this point. So this is specifically for single people. It's going to cover love, all the good shit, you know. It's going to cover it all. Whatever message comes through, you're just going to deal with it. So we got pile number 1, little boy, pile number 2, tall boy, and pile number 3, thick boy. I want y'all to make a choice. And if y'all need some help, it's going to pretty much be the pile that you have a gut feeling for, you keep staring at and fixating on, and that's how it's going to be. So we're going to start with some breathing. So we're all going to breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And out. Okay. So, like I said, pile number 1's little boy. Pile number 2's tall boy. Pile number 3's thick boy. We're going to start with pile number 1, okay? If I can get this with my nails. If I can't, you know what? I can't get this with my nails. Ugh. Everybody judge me. It's that last card I can't get. Okay, there we go. Like 30 seconds is just me trying to pick up the cards. Yeah. Okay. So, pile number 1. Let's get to it. We're going to put that right there. So it's like your reference. So we got, they are jealous. Oh shit. Already popping off. Already popping off. I have found the one that my soul loves. Girl, bye. I mean, you're single, so you'll probably love everybody right now. We got the Rapid Spirit, now is lucky time, and we got the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. I'm going to do some tarot cards. Okay. So you're kind of in like your bad bitch era. You're kind of getting out of a really negative cycle. I feel like either you've just not had the best of luck, or you just kind of have like a weird like dry spell. Men or women, like you haven't had sex in a while or something. And if you have, it hasn't been great. So for my singles, or I'm also going to say those in an open relationship, because for some reason I have a feeling someone in an open relationship or polyamorous relationship would click on this pile. You have all eyes on you right now. You're in your bad bitch energy. And only thing about being a bad bitch is that it's kind of frustrating, because as much as you want to be a bad bitch, you're part of that is that then I feel like some negative aspects of the idea of it is that you start putting your walls up a little bit once you find out things aren't working out. I feel like you're starting this off with a negative headspace a little bit. And so if you clicked on this pile, I have a feeling that you were talking to somebody, or something didn't work out, or you just got out of a relationship, or you were in a situationship, or you just got done talking to someone and it just didn't work. So now you're in this like negative headspace, but you're in a transformation era. The next couple of people you start going on dates with and start talking to, your intuition's going to be on point. So when you start feeling like that their energy's pulling away from you, believe it. When you start feeling like they're not into you anymore, believe it. When you start feeling like they're obsessed with you, believe it. And there's a difference between being insecure and being anxious and just knowing. So there's a difference between, I'm worried that my cat's going to get into something. And then there's another version of like, my cat's being too quiet. Let me go see what that little cat's doing right now. You know what I mean? And so you're going to know when it's your intuition and when you're going to be anxious or something. So you need to, for some reason, Spirit wanted me to bring that up because you have good intuition, but you just rely on your anxiety more than your intuition. With that being said, you have more lessons to learn, but they don't have to be these lessons where you hate yourself for. So trust in the magic, trust in the process, trust the fact that you're fucking hot, trust the fact that, you know, you can get anyone you fucking want. Like, live in your delusions, babe. I feel like you're not in your delusions. And then they become your reality. Like, literally, they're jealous. Like, they're obsessed. I don't see what else to... Reading done. They're obsessed. JK. But, like, you don't realize how much of a bad bitch or, like, a fine-ass dude that you really are, because people are eyeing you right now. And it's like close friend groups too. So like if you're talking to somebody, this may be the time. Your friends can be great people. Sometimes they can be your haters though. So for some reason in this group, when you start talking to someone, don't tell people about it. I know you want to, but like, I need you to trust your intuition and not the energies of others. If not this summer, I mean, you'll probably like flirt around and do whatever or hook up, but there's going to be 2 significant lessons you'll have to learn with 2 different people or 2 from the same person. So pile number 1, yours is right to the point. Be in your bad bitch era. Be willing to learn lessons so you know what kind of person you want to bring in your life in the future. If you're wanting that person right now, this is my toxic pile. You guys are not healed enough yet for that person. Be the person you want to attract. Okay? Like, you can't just not do anything and expect the love of your life to walk in and be like, wow, you're absolutely perfect. Do you think they're going to want you while you're having a drinking problem? Do you think they're going to want you while you're living in your glutton or your house is dirty? No, they're not. So like, wake up. Wake the fuck up. This is like my pile where like you're kind of letting things fall through the cracks. I need you to get it together. So I love you guys, okay? And you guys are bad bitches. Like, I'm not just saying that just because. Like, I feel like a fine-ass bitch like this pile. I just feel like y'all are letting... Like, you're not taking care of yourself. And I mean, like, you're not... Like, if you were health-focused, you haven't been watching your health lately. Like, get it together. Like, respectfully, get it together. Okay, pile number 2, my tall boys. References over here. If I can pick up these things. So first we got, they admire you. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Then we got, your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them, period. We love that energy. We got the peacock spirit, let it shine. We also have eagle spirit that says spirit has your back. Let's bring out some tarot cards into the mix. Let's see what your spirit guides want to say to you. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm reading this from like 2 different perspectives. So, you are my worrying pile. And excuse me, I am so sorry. So I'm coughing during the pile right now. Spirit's giving me a sign and a signal that this pile, you guys can be, you need to work on your throat chakra, like for real. Like, I don't know if you've been stuttering lately. It's your energy. It's been a little off, but here's where we're going to get into it. So, this is my pile where you don't have an issue pulling somebody. Pulling men or women, that's not an issue for you. What your issue is that you rely on them too much and you are codependent. So we have a codependence issue. I'm not feeling that. Because you're so codependent, when situations go wrong, it is like a huge fall apart for you. Like, you guys fall apart emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, you go through the ringer and you feel like all this money, all this energy, all this everything you invested in this person went to waste, when partially we need to be self-aware for a second, and it is your fault a little bit, because if you had invested in yourself as much as you invested in this person, you would have not lost that much. So you're like juggling this issue where you're like, what do I do? Like, every time you're in a relationship or in a situationship or whatever, you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Baby, focus on your fucking coin, because all these like reversals with the pentacles is giving me energy that you are not focused on the coin. You're not making enough money. That's probably why you're fucking unhappy and you're seeking it through partners when you should be focused on making money. And before everybody's like, Alex, money's not everything. Honey, it is transactional. It will always come through. But if you are not in that energy to receive and focus on your goals, then you're not going to get your manifestations out. Literally, this says your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. You know what? Instead of napping for 5 or 6 hours at a time, how about you pick up extra at work? How about you pick up a business, a side gig, something? So then when the next person comes up to you and they're trying to hit on you, all this other stuff, they ain't got nothing to offer because you already got it handled. And this is kind of like, people admire you, like, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, this is not a pile where, like, if I met you, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, you're so fucking this, that, or the third. No, I feel like your energy's fucking great. It's just you're in this energy of codependence. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And if you weren't so codependent, I feel like you wouldn't be in this headspace, because you're not relying on yourself, but your spirit guides literally have your back through it all. And you're a very admirable person. Like, I keep seeing people being like, she's such a good person, or he's such a good guy. They just have this going on. Fix your own shit. Like, seriously, I'm not, like, I respect the hopeless romantic energy that you have, but I'm not respecting the fact that you're not putting that love towards yourself. Like, right now, I feel like you're not really liking yourself like you usually do. And if you do like yourself, you are in energy that you need to get out of, at least. Like, I need you to focus on, like, you're single for a reason right now. Like, you're not single because you can't pull nobody. You can. But what I want you to focus on from now on is like, okay, I'm single, so now I can focus on myself so much that I don't owe people my energy anymore. This is my selfish pile. I need y'all to be more selfish. Worry about yourself, your finances. Finances keep popping up for me because I really feel like y'all need to save up $500 for at least the next 3 months. You don't know what's going to pop up, your pet, whatever the case may be. You need to have your money going for you. And this is my spending pile issue. I'm the same way. I love to spend money more than I have money. We as a pile need to work on this. Like, seriously. And you know what? If you don't want to spend your money, get that person to spend the coin on you. This is my sugar daddy, sugar mama pile. Positive sex work, you name it. Like, I need you guys. And if you're not into that, that's fine. Regardless, you're in a single energy for a reason. You're wanting love, but you don't even love yourself. Like, pick up the pieces. Come on. In fact, I want to pull some more cards because I'm just like really fixated on this fact that you guys are not focused on yourselves. Is there anything else that they need to learn? Yes or no? Yeah. Literally, yeah. So you may be getting out of some like toxic situations, out of negative energies, which is good. But now you have all the free time in the world, and you could be using that free time for yourself instead of trying to focus and manifest some person, and they're not even going to notice you because you're not even in the right energy for them to even entertain you. How you gonna be broke and want a rich man? How you gonna be broke but then want to spoil a girl? Come on, y'all. I love y'all though. It's not negative things. I'm not telling you this to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, if y'all really put all that energy into yourself the way you do in these fucking impossibly boring people that you start entertaining. And that's the thing. Half of these people that you're interested in romantically, they're not even the ones that you've like dismissed and that you're done with. They're not even all that. They're not even fantastic. You just have this, like, y'all daydream too much. Like, literally, your dreams can't be a reality if you actually take a freaking step towards it. Like, you got all the energy there. You have to use the energy. You can't just decide, I'm going to manifest and not do anything about it. You can't manifest a degree and not try to go to a class in college, you know? You can't manifest a house and not at least have good credit beforehand. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I have no beef or qualms with y'all. I just feel like this pile, your priorities aren't straight, and I need y'all to get it together. If I can pick these up with these nails. There we go. And these piles are kind of quick today because, like y'all, like, my energy's just, like, there, you know? Okay, pile number 3. My thick boys. This is my favorite thick boy crystal. Okay. So first we got, they're looking at your social media. Holy cannoli. What do we got going on here? It says, in the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that is enough. What the hell is that about? We got the bobcat. Life is a mystery. We also got the parrot spirit. Watch your words. If this pile doesn't scream me, I don't know what else it is. Wow. Okay. Okay. So here's what we got going on. You're my little social media drama monsters. You're my folks that when you're heartbroken, you like repost every like sad status there can be. I'm gonna need y'all to stop because they're watching you right now and they're relishing in, like, so if you've split with somebody or you stop talking to somebody and you're posting all this shit about it, they're seeing it. They know how you feel. You're letting them win. If you don't just be a silly goose and post silly goose things instead. And y'all, and I could tell y'all are in a hurt space. Like, you're ready to argue if they ever came back again. You're ready to chuck the, like, you're ready to go. But that's not going to happen. This is not about a win or lose situation. Like, your heart is becoming hardened, and that's not what God wants for you. That's not healing. Now, there's a difference. So I get 2 energies from this pile. I get the hardened heart, and then the other part that's positive is the emotional maturity. So that way, whenever you start talking to people these next few times, you're not fully invested. They need to earn your investment. Like, this guy can be sweet, but he may not have his shit together. And that's not something, you know, like, that's not something you may be interested in. Or this girl, she may have all her shit together and everything else, but her taste in her friends, her taste in how she handles situations may not be the greatest. Like, I need you guys to start seeing the big picture rather than the small things. So you have like an ego checklist. Like, they have their shit together, they're pretty, they're fine or hot or sexy, they're fit, whatever the case may be, and then the qualities are trash, and then you're wondering why the relationship didn't work out. Or that's yourself, because it could be both of y'all. It's not just the person, you know? Like, it's kind of, this pile gives ego for sure. Like, your ego's hurt. And I need you to be in a more emotional headspace, because you have a chance to turn this around before the end of the year and have one of your manifestations come to fruition. It comes off as an emotional one. So it may feel like ego. So it may feel like, oh, I need a new car. But really, it's fixing a lot of your problems, because now you're not going to be spending as much money trying to fix your old car versus having your new car now. You know? Like, this is my recently single pile. Like, I feel like some of y'all that, like, the energy, again, this is like a total, it's for everybody. So whoever this belongs to. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I feel like this pile is more focused on, you just got out of a relationship or a very long-term situationship, and you're really pissed about it. You're like grieving, but it's just all anger. It's all frustration. Even drinking's being brought up into the mix. I don't like it. So like, you're almost like not being self-aware of yourself. So like, you're kind of nitpicky and in this negative headspace. So now you're having issues with people, nitpicking, all this other stuff. So when you get annoyed, like a friend, like let's just say you have a friend that talks a lot, right? They talk so fucking much, right? And it's like so fucking annoying, right? Well, guess what? Now you got to think about it and be like, okay, well, at least my friend that talks a lot says what the fuck she has to say. Or like the friend that's quiet, you know, because all these negative things you're feeling towards other people right now are just reflections of what you need to work on yourself. That's what this pile is representing, my single pile. You're also single for a reason. Pile number one was like in an uber single energy where like spirits are making them single. Spirit wants you to be single so you can work on these emotional issues, because you're so far into ego that anything spiritual is just not for you. This might even be my atheist pile. I'm not saying you have to be spiritual and believe in God, but I need you to be spiritual and believe in yourself. Practice kindness towards yourself. Because you could be 5 minutes late to work and you're like, oh, I'm just the fucking worst. And they're like, girl, no, you're like never late. Why are you pissed? You know? Like, oh, usually I'm on point with this. Now I'm not. Okay, well, you're on your off game. It happens. Mistakes will happen. Like, this almost gives Capricorn, this gives Virgo, perfectionist energy. Like, you're not going to be perfect right now. You're not. I want to see what these other people are thinking, because they're saying they're looking through your social media. What else? Okay. They're regretting something. They hold grudges. Well, damn, if this doesn't say you and the other person, I don't know what is. So they're seeing all the shit you're posting and they're regretting it, and then you're holding grudges. You need to be posting like they were never an issue. That's how you make them fucking feel bad. I know it sounds vindictive for a second, but I'm serious. Post like y'all were never a thing, and you will be fine. Because then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's not even here. She's not even missing me right now. Da-dee-da-dee-da. What the fuck? When you stop holding them grudges and just live your fucking life and stop holding on to every little thing that they did, and you move on from them, because this is not something you entertain again. This is a situationship where you're done with it. If you keep entertaining it, you're going to get these same shitty results every time. if you were to just focus and have fun this summer, because we have July 4th coming up. Something's telling me go out for July 4th. You ain't got to celebrate it, but at least get lit with somebody, you know? Like, just get off of whatever. Get out of the bed. Stop being on TikTok. Stop being on Facebook. Just take a break and go on and do something. Actually talk to somebody you're not even into. You never know what will happen, you know? Like, this is the energy you're kind of in right now. Like, you're not really having a positive outlook for anything. So all the hurt you're feeling right now is starting to spread into your other investments. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get up and do something. Take that energy you're mad at and put it into something, you know? Rather than just sitting around and being fucking pissed and reposting things constantly. You need a break from that. Delete your Facebook app for like a week. Just the app. You have to delete like your account, but just delete the app off your homepage for a little bit. And take a break. That way they're like, oh my gosh, where are they at? Make them wonder, you know? And you did the best that you could. You did nothing. Like, this is my power where, like, look, even if mistakes were made on your part, you did what you could. And some circumstances, it's never going to be perfect. You're never going to have perfect situations. Like for instance, fighting cancer. Your options are not always going to be like fight it till you beat it or death. Like, sometimes it's just, hey, you're going to die in a week or you're going to die in 6 months. How do you want to go about it? You know? And then, I know that sounds morbid, but that's like the best example that popped in my head. Like, you have to weigh out your pros and cons of the situation. So, like, you could have been stuck in this much longer, but you're really glad you're actually out of it. So just keep those kind of things in mind. So, or like, let's just say you invested in a stock and it dropped and everybody's selling it. You may not want to sell it again. Like, you're going through your down period with your stocks, but it's going to rise back up within the next few hours. You just never know, you know? But while you're in that down period, that low point in mental health, you don't need to be so stuck on your phone to the point where you're glued and you're not going to get up or shower or anything. Like, I need you to get up, at least shower and go get a coffee and go back home, you know? Just to say you got up and did something. Take your dog for a car ride. Take your car to the car wash. Just something so that way you didn't waste your day. Like, be kind to yourself, but at the same time, don't be so kind to yourself that you become this lazy glutton, you know? All right. Well, that's all I got to say. I love you guys. These two cards. Okay, I got one. There we go. Okay, well, this reading was a little harsh, but it's for my singles, because a lot of my singles right now, y'all are going through a really tough period, but you need that harsh reality. You can't always have that positive mental health stuff that's like, oh, you got this, I believe you. It's okay if you take a day off, baby. You've had your day off. It's been weeks. I need all these pals to get up and go do something, instead of focusing on men and women that don't even want them. If you focus on yourself, the right person at the right time will come for you. Like, all three piles, I mean this wholeheartedly. If y'all focused on yourself for even 3 to 6 months, your partner will be closer and closer before you know it. And I mean that genuinely, not just like oh, just stay busy. Before you know it, they'll come. No, like, whenever you decide to take interest in dating and stuff, they're going to be ready to go. And they're going to be like, hey, baby, let's do this. Okay? So I love you guys. Stay positive. Mwah. I love y'all. Bye.